Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. I'm coming at you back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Lord willing, the elect be edified and activated. I did a video on this earlier this week, earlier this week, and about these quote unquote migrants that beat up two NYPD cops. You've seen the video if you watched it, the video, and even if you didn't watch my video per se, you've seen it on the mainstream media, the news. Now this has become a big thing. Everybody's wanting these migrants out, man. They want these 12, I believe it was. They want them all brought up on charges and thrown in jail. But due to the bail reform laws, they were released. So this is pretty much an update on that video. But I say that, because you're gonna see the spirit that's on these so-called migrants, because a lot of them are our people. I always say that, so-called Latino tribes, the Northern Kingdom. And when you see them being released from prison, they were proud, man. They had no remorse, and this is just showing you how weak this kingdom, this country has become, man. To whereas New York's finest can get beat down, kicked, stomped, in the street on camera, and nothing is really done. Which shows you that these devils they no longer have a hold on this society, this country, period, man. And this is all according to prophecy and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, because he's the one that's completely collapsing this society. Whether you want to believe it or not, because a lot of people are confused as to what's going on. They can't believe that society has broken down the way it has broken down. They can't believe that these people are not being persecuted and thrown in jail. Hey, you're living in a new age, a new world where this place is on its way out, man. So let me get a couple of scriptures and we're gonna play this. I don't want this to be too long, but I just want y'all to look at the body language on the migrants, man. They literally don't give a damn. And they're like, hey, we're gonna do it again. You had 4 of them, they said flee to another state, and they're being released from prison 1 by 1, 2 by 2. But they pretty much had all the same spirit. The ones that I seen released, they were all smiling, like it was a game. This is and this shows you that these other countries, they see the weakness in America, Babylon the Great. Right? This place is completely through, man. So this is Isaiah chapter 24. I'm gonna start at. I'm gonna read verse 10 straight to the point. It says, "The city of confusion is broken down." Right? What's that city of confusion? America, man. Babylon. Babylon means what? Confusion, right? And it's broken down to whereas these types of things can happen and nothing is done. But yet, you have so-called Negroes or Latinos that are quote-unquote citizens in this country just cooking out or just hanging on the corner, and they get beat the hell out of, man. They get locked up. They get 30, 40 cops called on them. But yet you get 12 so-called migrants from other countries beat the hell out of cops. No one called for backup. They just take the ass whooping. And that's that, man. This is all being set up for a civil war, a race war, right? Great death, violence. You know, it's all being set up for it, man. So let's read it again. This is Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in, man. And ain't nobody, wanting to come here no more. Nobody wants to come here no more. Because they're seeing that this place, they're leaving out. Right? They're leaving out, man. Right? It's set in stone where people see how this country, the direction this country is going, which is down. Right? Let's get second Esdras. And I read this in the last video I had. But hey, this is spirit, man. It keep coming out. This is second Esdras chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, Salaki, I'm in Sirach. I always get that. Second Esdras chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, the signs, Salaki. Second 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. That way of truth shall be hidden. That shall be hidden is the scriptures, man. Is this truth, right? Because soon the Lord is going to take the men of the Lord off the streets. The internet going to get shut down. All hell going to break loose, and there's going to be people out here running to and fro, as it tells you in the book of Amos chapter 8. They're going to go to and fro, from sea to sea, looking for the word of the Lord, and they shall not find it, man. And the Lord said he was going to shut the mouth of the prophets, that they won't be reprovers anymore. It says, verse 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, right? Sin, evil, wickedness, violence, right? It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So this ain't even this ain't even an inch of it, man. It's going to be at a height where you won't even be able to believe what you're seeing, man. Right? It says, and the land, that land is America, that thou seest now to have root, right? You still can see NYPD, right? The fire department, the military. You still see that, right? So it has some sort of root. You still got the jail, the prison system, the judicial system, right? But what? It's all breaking down. It says, and the land that thou seest now to have root, shall thou see wasted suddenly, man. This place is on its way to being wasted. No sort of order, no sort of root, no sort of authority, man. It's on its way out, man. So let's play this. Yahweh Shem Shah willing, the elect is edified. The elect is edified. So check it out.
New video is sparking even more outrage over the group of migrants accused of attacking 2 New York City police officers. That's what you're looking at on the left hand of your screen. those guys were freed without bail. And now look at this. Here's one suspect flipping the bird to the cameras. He could care less. Another blows kisses as he smiles and laughs. The other suspect next to him also putting up the middle fingers and cursing at those reporters. Remorseless, brazen, smug. And now the question is, will the Biden administration deport these migrants? Trace, this video is so hard to watch. On top of the video that was so hard to watch of them attacking police officers. Yep. Will there ever be accountability?
No. And for your first...
And Salakia, man, it gets me real upset how these Edomites, you know, how these damn devils right here sitting down on they damn morning show and talk shit, saying, oh, how this is wrong. These migrants, they beat up cops. But the cops been beating the hell out of so-called Negroes and Latinos over here for the longest, and nobody say a damn thing, man. So now when the tables turn, now everybody is in an outcry, and everybody is furious. Should they get deported? No. Babylon the Great is going to be recompensed for all the evil that it has done to the children of Israel, man. You're not going to get away, right? This country is set for destruction and a fall, man. And we living in the time of it now. Let's continue.
First question, will the Biden administration deport them? Doesn't matter, because if they do, they'll be back in 6 days. How many cases do we have where these people just come back? It's a revolving door. They go and they come back. If you or I or the Atlanta Falcons, as you were talking about earlier, went to Times Square and we kicked a cop in the head and we beat up a cop, we'd be in Rikers for the foreseeable future. That would be that. There's no bail for us. These people get out, get bail. It's ridiculous. And it's part of the problem where we cover the border every single day. And we know there's social media. They have learned that not only are there no consequences to go to the United States, they are incentivized. You get free health care in California. You get hotel rooms. You get all of the things that the people who actually are citizens here cannot get, and in some cases are taken out of, like high schools in New York and airports in Boston and places in Chicago where they meet and they gather have now become these sanctuaries and these places where they house the migrants. And it's not fair to the American citizens. And they are infuriated in blue cities across the country, from Denver to San Diego to Boston to New York, wondering, why is this happening? And now the president thinks, you know, because chaos doesn't poll well, he thinks now's the time to shut the border. And I've been trying to shut it since day one. And those darn Republicans won't sign on. And the truth is, come on, everything that Trump did,
and they still protecting him because he got the screen blurred out. Like this is man. See, this devil is real slick, man. You know, this can all be just to you know, bring more attention between the citizens that are here and the migrants, to get a race war to get going, or a class war to get going. And because that's what this devil wants. He wants chaos so he can bring in his order, man. So he can bring in his new world order. But you see, everything this devil sets his hand to accomplish, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is throwing a monkey wrench in it, man. You know? No matter what strategy this devil does, it ain't going to prevail, man. Because the Lord got his number. Right? And he's about to hit that wall, man.
Did. Yeah. And that was the reason we have this problem.
And the cherry on top to that, Kaylee, is that messaging from those illegal migrants that encompasses all of that. It's the message, as Senator Marco Rubio put so succinctly, it's the message to the cops that they assaulted. It's the message to the other New Yorkers as they walk free with no bail. It's the message to all Americans as they go back to the shelters that we paid for.
Yeah, who are these people? I mean, look at this guy. This is stomach churning. Who are you? Where did you come from? What is your history? Because clearly you didn't come here pursuing the...
Well, a little history, devil, is that this is Native Americans' land, right? A lot of these so-called migrants, they have someplace that they're going, which is the land of Israel. A lot of them that are indigenous to those countries, whether it's Peru, Venezuela, Ecuador, El Salvador. But the question is, devil, who are you, and where did you come from? I'll tell you where. The caves. You came from the caves, right? And we know now you are the devil, man. We know you are Edom. We know that you are Esau, Edom, right? So you've been found out. But yet you study pointing the finger. Who are you? Where did you come from? Right? What's your background? Right?
The American dream. You came here to flip a bird after beating up a police officer. And according to Marco Rubio, likely going back to a taxpayer facility. Now, as we think about the number on the terror watch list who have crossed our border, MS-13 who have crossed our border, we don't know who these guys are. We don't know their specific background, but we do know it's a fact that people of that nature have crossed our border. And what are we going to do? The brilliant idea of sanctuary state, blue jurisdictions. Let's put them by the schools. That was the plan. Put them next to little girls going to class. Let's stick people. For all we know, this guy was put next to a school. We have no idea. And then you move over to Boston, and I saw a stunning report on local CBS News Boston today. A recreation facility in a low-income community is going to be used to house migrants. And this recreation facility is home to a program, a track program, free of charge for kids in low-income communities. And the coach of that track program said this: "We have kids who are also impacted. Our program is one of the few stable times in their lives." But let's yank that program away from the American without resources.
And notice they put these so-called migrants next to, the poor, which, like Jeremiah 50:33 says, the children of Judah and the children of Israel shall be oppressed together, right? And you seeing it, man, because even though they've come over here, they're still being oppressed, right? They're catching hell over here, as coming from their country where they were oppressed. Their country where they came from. They come over here seeking the American dream. I did a couple of videos where, you had them crying. They didn't know what was going to happen. They've been lied to. A lot of them went back. Some of them, they sticking it out here. But what's going to happen is this is going to boil over, man. This is going to boil over. And there's going to be riots in the street, hell in the street. Wait till the weather breaks. When you got more people outside. And these devils, you don't look to put these so-called migrants in the upper class neighborhood, like Park Avenue, Central Park over there. You want to put them in the poorest neighborhoods, man. Why? Because you want to bring hell and afflict, the poor, and they're considered the poor, man. But the Lord got something for you devils, man. And we don't give a damn about no cops, man. We don't give a shit about what happened to these cops at the end of the day.
Guys like this in the recreation facility, because that's what our founders intended.
Yeah, and I saw the leaders in Boston and Massachusetts saying, well, look, you all have this wrong. These people came here legally. No, they didn't. No. And they're basically all out on parole while they seek asylum. Do these guys look like people who need asylum?
Did you Edomites come here legally? No, man. You came over here. You just showed up on the shores. You made friends with the natives. And then what you did? You slaughtered them, man. You ain't come here legally. You ain't obtained this country legally. Right? What did you do, man? You raped, robbed, murdered, stole, and you're still doing it to this day. The only reason you are able to sit on that couch is because your forefathers raped, robbed, and murdered the Israelites, man. So what the hell are you talking about, man?
That they are somehow unsafe in their... Now, maybe they are because they're criminals, right? Because they do stuff like this. This picture is worth 1,000 words. These pictures are worth 1,000 words. That you've got these people who at taxpayer expense are here, are taking our food, our shelter, whatever else, and then going ahead and doing this after beating up a cop.
Can I chime in here?
Oh,
for a second?
please.
With 3 West Coasters.
Yes.
We've had an illegal immigration problem for generations.
Yep.
People have coming in. We Southern Californians, we know it, we experience it. This is new. This is not usually what happens. We've we've had the border issue for a long time. And one thing we've always said in Los Angeles is, these were people who were working at day jobs. They were not begging. There was no excess crime. The cops weren't being attacked. None of this is normally accompanying this kind of situation. We have inculcated this with the attitude. Where did they learn you can attack cops and not have any repercussions? Where do you hear this? What are you saying? Yes, who are these people? Was he a normal guy?
They learn on social media.
Did he turn into this?
And I'll jump back in and say
them to be this way.
Right. And the 3 of us from Southern California always used to go to Mexico to travel, to spend a few weeks or a few days, a few nights. If we did something, if anyone from America tried this stunt in Mexico, you'd never hear from us again.
Or in any other country.
Right.
I have the utmost respect, I know we all do, for those police officers day in and day out who exercise only restraint, only professionalism.
That was remarkable.
In the face of this.
Yeah.
Professionalism, huh? These devils got some nerve, man. As long as the cops are beating the hell out of so-called Negroes and Latinos, they're professionals. They're great, right? But when it's when the tables turn, it's an outcry. Oh my God, I can't believe they're still walking around and they've been released on bail. You ain't seen nothing yet, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 17. And it reads, "For look how much the world shall be weaker with age," man. Look how weak this world is now, man. This world is completely, man, it's just through, man. Everybody bugged the hell out, man. If you ain't got the Rainbow Coalition growing, the confusion, war, right? No order. Why? Because the Lord is tired of this kingdom, man. You think this is a kingdom that Yahweh Shem Yahushua wants? Hell no. He's going to eradicate these people, man. These people that you're looking at on the screen right now, man. Their whole nation has to go. This is how the world is going to be a better place, man. When the nation of Edom is out of here. You know? It says, 2nd Ezra 14 to 17 again. "For look how much the world shall be weaker with age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein," man. So the evil is going to increase. It's coming a time when you ain't going to be able to sit on your little white couch and talk shit. Right? You're going to go from riches to rags, man. And the Israelites going to go from rags to riches, man, real soon. Because these devils, they expect to do all the evil and bring this violence and this confused, bugged out ass agenda, right? And push it throughout all the earth, and then just walk around like they can't be touched, man. Right? The Lord got something for you, man. Let's get 2nd Ezra 15, and we're going to close out. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand." Yeah, that race war is coming, man. You can feel the tension, man. You can cut it with a knife, man. You can feel it. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." They didn't give a damn that they were cops. They was uniformed cops and everything. But the thing that I always think about is why they didn't call for backup. Cops are quick. It could be a Jake that don't even throw a punch, and they'll call for backup. Just if a so-called Negro was to get loud, right? They will call for backup, man. But here it is. You got 12 on 2. Nobody reached and called for backup. You gotta watch this devil, man. So, hey, man, I just wanted to shine some light on this. You know, these devils, they got another thing coming, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem, Hamashiach Yahushua, for blessing me to do this lesson. To the next one, I say shalom.